Mr. Wall,
Yes, sir.
I just realized you got $478 worth of unpaid tickets. You got a no insurance in 2021. They reduced to no proof of insurance and you never paid it. You got a driving while license expired and you didn't pay it. So there might have been tickets that got defaulted. I want you to stop out at the court office. I'm gonna give you this. And I want you to make arrangements. The prosecutor may not cut you any slack if you got unpaid tickets for the exact same thing from 2021. So I want you to stop out there and find out about paying off those other tickets. Mr. McGinnis, let me get your file here.
First time I've been in front of you in years.
I've been here for a while, but yes, Mr. McGinnis, I don't know. We go back a long ways to before I was judge.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time since you've been here. You and I are about the same age. I'm a few years older than you.
I'll be 67 in 2 weeks, 29th of November.
Well, I'll be 70 the day before that.
Yeah, we're both old enough to know better to do things, but sometimes we do what we do.
We're both old enough to know better. That's true enough.
And all this was I was giving a friend a ride.
Well, don't tell me anything about it yet. Let's see what we got going here. I got it. Where was this ticket?
White Pigeon.
This is in White Pigeon, and I got an email from the White Pigeon Village Attorney. All right, let's talk about this, Mr. McGinnis. You got a ticket on October 25th at about 6 o'clock at night, White Pigeon, for driving suspended. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500 and requires your license be suspended. Your license is actually revoked. The White Pigeon Village Attorney has offered to dismiss the charge of driving suspended if you plead guilty to having no valid operator's license. And he's recommending that I apply fine and cost only. So let's talk about the difference. Driving suspended is 93 days in jail, up to $500.
Right.
2 points, and it requires you be suspended. No ops or no valid operator's license is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100 plus costs. So the total fine here would be $225, and I'd give you time to pay it.
Okay.
So the White Pigeon Village Attorney offers to dismiss driving suspended if you plead to no valid operator's license. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
It's very valuable that Mr. Kachas sends me an email every Monday with the White Pigeon plea offers, and that's very handy. What do you do these days, Mr. McGinnis?
I'm retired. I got a fractured spine and I've had 6 mini strokes, so I can't do much of anything.
Well, you're old enough. You ought to be able to be retired. Anybody threaten you to get you to plead to this?
No, sir.
Or promise you anything?
No, sir.
Other than the plea offer?
Other than the plea offer, that's it.
You understand you're giving up all the rights, including the right to have a trial?
Yes, sir.
On that?
No, sir, I did not drive today. My driver's sitting right there in the back of the
I
courtroom.
see her there. Where were you going on this particular night?
We was taking a lady to the weed shop to get some weed.
All right, well,
And
at
I
least we
noticed
are
that
an important mission.
my fiance had a warrant out for her and they pulled us over. Cause I wasn't speeding or nothing. I was just,
Yeah, well, you live in White Pigeon. They know everybody who's driving around.
I wasn't 3 years. But
Oh, so you're in White Pigeon. I guess
Yeah.
you're right. Decent entered the waiting room.
as soon as I seen the officer whip on the lights, I pulled off the side of the road.
All right, well, that's wise. You were back in the old days. If I'd have had you now, I'd have had you in my sobriety court. Yes?
It's for Brett Rose.
Who?
Brett Rose. Is that not you? Is he
Brett
okay?
Rose isn't me.
Yeah, okay. Just Steve. Sorry.
All right. All right. I'm gonna fine you $100, $125 in cost, so it's $225. Can you pay that now, or do you need some time to pay?
I need some time.
Can you pay it by the end of the year?
Yes, sir.
We'll make that due by December 31, 25.
Probably have it paid off by, well, I can come in and pay some of it tomorrow.
All right, well, you
And
can
then-
pay by credit card, you can bring in cash.
I'll probably just bring you the cash. 'Cause
All right, we like that too. All right, Mr. McGinnis, how about if you don't come back for a while? Happy birthday.
I didn't
November
plan on coming
29th.
back this time, Your Honor.
Okay,
You know me, I try to be nice.
yes, all right. I'll
Thank
see you in another 10 years or so.
You have a nice day.
All right, I'm working on it. Thank you, sir. I don't know who this is. Good morning, sir. Are you Thomas Kenneth Walters?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Walters, you got also charged with driving with no insurance. That's the misdemeanor that's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $500, not less than $200. Do you have insurance now?
No.
Let's take a look here. Give me a moment. Somebody's logged in as D. Eason. I don't know which case you're here for. Let's take a look at your citation. There it is. All right, you got a ticket on 10/29 in Three Rivers for no insurance. And that's all it is. 2:59 PM on, take a look at your driving record. You have a valid ops, nothing bad. You had a no proof of insurance in 2023 that you paid.
I'm gonna
Yes.
work on getting insurance today.
All right, well, I want to do the same thing with you as adjourn this. You live on Blue School Road?
Yes.
If I set this out for 2 weeks, will that be enough time?
Yes.
I'm gonna continue this to 12/9 at 8:30. Defendant intends to get insurance. I call these driving while poor. That's not meant as an insult, but people don't have the money to get their insurance
That's exactly
and
it.
registration. Talking to the floor. And so they're driving around trying to get to work or buy groceries or do the things that people need to do. And they can now just simply run your license plate. They also have these cameras set up called flock cameras that read license plates. And I'm not sure if they send a signal to the patrol car that a car with no insurance just went by, but they're sure charging a ton of these. Tuesday, December 9 at 8:30. Bring proof of insurance. Pre-trial conference, courtroom C, room 107. All right, Mr. Walters, we'll see how you're doing on December 9th. All right, you're good to go. Thank you. In addition to the folks that are waiting, I got several no-shows. Good morning, sir. You Thomas Malachi Morales?
Yes, sir. Good
You
morning.
drove down here from Allegan? Where do you live?
My friend did.
All right,
I
but
didn't
yeah, I
drive,
didn't,
sir,
yeah,
but-
you live in Allegan?
Yes,
I
sir.
saw you had a buddy here.
Yep, it was over an hour trip.
Well, you got charged driving down here in the city of Three Rivers without having a license. So let's take a look at your circumstance. Thank you for driving them. You had to get up early and come down 131. Let's see what your deal is, Mr. Morales. Jefferson Street and Second Avenue at 4 o'clock in the morning. Not much good happens at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's take a look at your license. Your license is suspended. You got a DWLS in Allegan in September. You got some unpaid tickets in Allegan. No proof of insurance, Kalamazoo. Expired license, Paw Paw. Reduced from DWLS. Speeding, no valid ops here, St. Joe County. That you never paid, you still owe $270 on that one. How old are you?
22.
You sure got a lot of baggage on your license for somebody that's 22 years old. Anyway, this charge is charged under city ordinance. It's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Mr. George, the Three River City Attorney is here. Mr. George, any input on this?
This would just be as charged based on past history.
All right. Mr. Morales, how do you plead to this charge?
Guilty.
All right, anybody threaten you to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Promise you anything?
No, sir.
Don't let Mr. George leave. I still have to do Mr. Yant. who I think is, just a minute. Is a Three Rivers case.
He still has stuff. to fix her, so-
Okay. Yeah, he's a Three Rivers case. Well, I'm glad you're here. You came here to deal with this. What were you doing in that neighborhood at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Hanging out with some friends.
All right. And were you driving
You said what?
a black Infinity
Yes, sir.
and your license is suspended?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I grew up in that neighborhood, couple blocks away from there, this over by Paul's Pantry,
Right.
4 AM. All right, well, one of the problems is you got a previous ticket for this reduced and you didn't pay it. I don't really want to put you in jail for this, but I can put you in jail and wipe out the earlier ticket. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this for sentencing and you're gonna pay your unpaid previous ticket from 2024. And then I'll give you a fine on this one. If you don't pay it, I'm just gonna put you in jail and wipe out the other fine. But you blew it off and apparently you blew some off in Paw. But you're here standing tall dealing with this. You got friends all over the place, I guess. Who do you know in Three Rivers?
I mean, if we're being honest, it's a girl.
What's that?
There's a girl that lives out there in Deer.
There's always a girl.
Yeah.
All right, defendant plead guilty. I'm gonna set this for sentence for January 6th. Hope there's not a blizzard that day. What are you doing January 6th? Can you drive them back down here?
Yeah, we'll definitely get that taken care of.
All right. All right, I'm gonna have you take him out. He needs a notice and he needs to talk about this unpaid ticket. What do you do, Mr. Morales? What's your occupation?
I do asphalt seasonally. I just picked up a part-time job. Was gonna do unemployment. I take care of my son part-time. So I'd like to have more time with him this winter, but yeah,
All right, we got a lot going on.
yeah.
All right. Want you to pay that old ticket. You don't have to pay it, but if you don't pay it, I'm gonna put you in jail.
I understand.
And then I can wipe out the fine with a jail sentence. So and then we'll see whether you pay that, and then I'll give you another fine on this one.
This is your next one.
All right, Mr. Parker. Yes. I've got Jeffrey Yant in jail. I had him not bring him over. So we'll take this plea and then I'll dial up Mr. Yant and then we'll talk about all the people who didn't show up. Good morning, sir. Thanks for your patience. You're Shamar Parker.
Correct.
File number is 252179OT. You're charged with no valid operator's license. You're from Mattawan?
No,
Where do you live?
Kalamazoo.
West Michigan. I have my phone in my pocket because I sometimes need it to scan driver's licenses, but I'm gonna shut it off.
You asked me.
Yeah, where do you live? I'm sorry.
I live in Kalamazoo.
Kalamazoo.
Because it's gonna ding 500 times. All right. Let's take a look at your driving record, Mr. Parker, and see what the deal is. There's probably a lot of guys your named Shamar. My wife is a big fan of Shamar Moore.
Understandable.
Your ticket was at 2nd Avenue and Wood Street, same neighborhood as the other dude, 2:30 in the afternoon. Let's see what your driving record here. You didn't show up for your arraignment, so we did a show cause, so you're here now. That's good. Suspended. Failed to pay a ticket in Kalamazoo. Failed to pay a ticket in Kalamazoo. No insurance. All right, your record isn't bad. You got some minor tickets and didn't pay them. Now, they used to suspend your license for failing to answer a ticket. It was called fail to answer citation. If you got a ticket and blew it off, they'd suspend your license. If you got a ticket and didn't pay it, let's say you pled guilty to speeding, got a $105 fine, then you didn't pay the fine. That was called a FCJ suspension, fail to comply with judgment. And they used to suspend people's driver's licenses. And frankly, I'm all in favor of it. If you get a ticket and blow it off or don't pay it, you ought to get suspended, but they don't do that anymore. So your license isn't bad. Have you done anything to try to get it back?
I just gotta make some payments on my fines.
You're making payments with the
Like I
Kalamazoo?
said, I got to.
Okay.
I haven't yet.
How'd you get down here?
My big sister,
Where's she?
they outside.
All right, we'll make sure she's here. So
She's not inside the courthouse at all.
what's
She's
that?
outside. I said she's outside. She's not in the courthouse at all.
All right, well, we'll make sure you didn't drive here.
Did Mr. Parker drive here or did he get dropped off?
You can ask the guard that came inside with my brother-in-law.
He's gonna check.
That was the guy with me.
All right, well, what I'd suggest is we adjourn this out till after the first of the year and see if you can get your license back.
So what ticket is it telling me to pay on for my license to get back?
Say that again.
What ticket does it say I have to pay?
Well,
on
it
to get
says
my
you
license
got
back?
fail to comply with judgment in Kalamazoo for no proof of insurance and speeding. And then another one. For no proof of insurance.
All right.
No proof of insurance doesn't carry any points, but it does, you have to pay it. Plus Kalamazoo's fee schedule is way higher than ours. No proof of insurance here in St. Joe County is $150. In Kalamazoo, it's probably $400. I don't know. I do know it's more expensive. All the tickets in Kalamazoo are substantially higher than ours. Good morning, Ms. Stoll. Just when I think I'm getting somewhere, I get some more cases. Excuse me. So what do you do, sir? Do you work someplace?
Yeah, I work at Bold.
At where?
Bold. BOLD, Bold.
Oh, Bowl, the restaurant out in Mattawan?
Out in Texas Corners. I don't live
Okay.
in Mattawa.
That's a very nice restaurant. It's hard to get in there. How long you been there?
About a year and 4 months.
Good for you. Well, what I propose to do is bump this into January and have you go down to Kalamazoo, see what you need to do to get your license unsuspended. How do you get back and forth to work every night?
No,
Now, don't tell me, because, right,
I
you're-
said rides.
well, all right, you're
Hey,
dodging
man.
raindrops if you're trying to drive around. I don't know how you happen to be here down in Three Rivers. Was it a girl?
Yeah.
All right, I hope it wasn't the same girl as the other guy, same neighborhood. But I said, it's always a girl. So there's pretty girls in Three Rivers, but you need to get yourself squared away. And this is just good advice. Once you get on the driving suspended merry-go-round, you can't get off of it. You'll be 45 years old and you'll still be suspended. This is your chance to try to fix it. It's gonna cost you some money, but let's see if we can, needs to pay tickets. When I set stuff in January, I'm always afraid it's gonna be in the middle of a giant blizzard or something, but I'm gonna set it for January 13th. Yeah, this is a Three Rivers case at 9 AM. I'll set it for 8:30. Now, this is gonna take some doing. Trust me on this. If you can get unsuspended now, it will make the rest of your life way easier. I get people that they're suspended because they have 2 drunk driving convictions. It's really hard to get it unsuspended. I get people that can't get their license because they don't have citizenship. There's nothing they can do. But if you keep getting these tickets, you're gonna get suspended and it would be hard to get unsuspended. So you got work to do, but I think you can do it. What do you do at Bold?
I cook. And prep.
Well, you must be good at it because they're really well known for their food. It's hard to get in there, as I
I work our
said.
busiest night, which is today, Tuesday.
Was it?
I said I work our busiest nights.
Which is what?
Tuesday, because we got 40% off our small plates.
Oh,
So we'd be really busy.
I tried to get in there once on a Monday night. I couldn't get in.
We close Mondays.
Well,
closed Sunday
that
and
was
Monday.
They were open the night I was there.
Years
Maybe-
ago.
Maybe it was a Tuesday. January 13th. That's a Tuesday. All right, Mr. Parker. You need to get a hold of Kalamazoo, figure out what you need to do. And bring that with you. Now, after that, you may need to go to the Secretary of State to find out what, in fact, you may want to start with the Secretary of State to find out what you need to do to get unsuspended. But I'd like to see you get unsuspended. Thank you to your, so his sister did drive in.
He's still checking.
All right.
He did not drive.
yeah. 'Cause
He just told me.
Very good. Don't get another one of these, because the more you get, the harder it is to unscramble it. You are in a position where you can get squared away, and I'd like to see you do it. All right, you're good to go. Oops, this goes with that.
Would you like me to take those two, sir?
Why not?
Yeah, you want him to go to 107, right?
What?
You want him to go to 107?
No, he's good to go.
You're good to go, okay. I'm biased, but our St. Joe County girls are pretty good. St. Joe County and Lansing, I think we got it wrapped a lot better than that.
Hi,
Ann Arbor
Deputy
stuff.
Keeley. Could I see Mr. Jeffrey Yant, please? Yeah, this is Judge Middleton. All right, thanks. Bye. I was afraid to ask because I'm afraid it was the same girl. It was
No.
like 2 blocks away where each guy got started. I want to start a big fight.
No, this is where it's at, Joe. This is Lansing, that's
The
where
pretty
it's at.
girls are in Three Rivers, if anybody wants to know.
That's right. They got a few.
And here's one now, Carmen Wilson. So let's talk to her. Good morning. Are you Carmen Yanira Wilson?
I am.
You got charged with driving suspended in file 251942. You did what the last guy needs to do. He paid your tickets off and got your permit.
I did.
So the prosecutor, Mr. George, is willing to dismiss the driving suspended. Now, let me repeat, driving suspended is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. It carries 2 points and it resuspends your driver's license. So you get on the driving suspended merry-go-round and you can't get off of it. So you managed to get off of it. You got your permit. Mr. George is going to change the charge to something that won't undo your license. It's called allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. It carries no points, doesn't get abstracted to your license, won't affect your ability to keep or maintain your license. So it's a good deal. Is that the offer, Mr. George?
Yes, you are.